And we are live. What up, players? Welcome to another episode of Player Life. It is Friday, March 11th, here in Tokyo, Japan. What is good? What is up? I don't know if any of you guys saw. Um, I did a live stream while walking around Tokyo the other night. And then, it was like an hour long live stream. And then YouTube didn't upload it for some reason. Really annoying. Really goddamn annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. This YouTube thing. It's fucking hard sometimes. But yeah, today I'm gonna react to a video a friend of mine sent me. Um some Japanese guy cheats with 50 different girls, 50 different chicks, Um, we all know about the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the guys are banging all of the girls. Sorry, no, 20% of the guys are banging all of the girls, pretty much all of the girls. But it's actually probably these days probably a 90-10 rule because that's really the way it is. 10% of the guys are pretty much cleaning up. But I think that's even probably more pronounced in Japan. I believe so. I think somewhere like Japan, like there's a small percentage of Japanese dudes, and they're banging all the women. That's my opinion. That's what I see happening because I see a lot of sexless guys in Japan. A lot of guys that don't have sex, or if they do have sex, they're paying for it. Um, Paying for sex in Japan is completely destigmatized. I mean, I don't know if it's completely destigmatized, but it's definitely guys here are much more open about it. I mean, it's very prevalent in society, prostitution. It's all over the place. I mean, it's there's a lot of money in it, and it's pretty much it's just everywhere. I mean, you go downtown, there's all kinds of places to get your rocks off if you need to. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of guys in Japan that just pay for it straight up, like you know. So, um, yeah, there's a small percentage of men in Japan that are just like living a player lifestyle and just banging all the women. And I don't know. I haven't watched this video yet, but I'm gonna react to it and see what it's about. Some guy that apparently cheats with 50 chicks, and this is obviously one of the guys that's in the top 10%. One of the guys that is able to live that player lifestyle. Um, I have a friend in Japan, and he's Japanese, and I don't. I can honestly say I don't have that many Japanese male friends, but he's one of them. And I would consider he's pretty, he's decent looking guy, you know, Japanese dude. And but even him, like, even I ask him, I see how he does on dating apps, and he does terribly on dating apps. And obviously he knows me. I always tell him, like, do day game, like do cold approach. It's way better um than dating apps. But yeah, he gets like terrible matches on dating apps, and I'm like, dude, like, you shouldn't be using dating apps. I mean, you can use them, but just have them going on in the background. But it honestly kind of surprised me because he's I consider him decent looking, but I don't know. It's just I honestly think maybe he's like a 7 out of 10 in Japanese standards. But being a 7 out of 10 man in terms of aesthetics, in terms of looks, for dating apps doesn't cut it. You're not going to be able to clean up on it. The guys that are cleaning up on dating apps are 9s and 10s. So you really need to be like a top guy to get like top girl, like to just clean up. If you want to be a guy that's just cleaning up on dating apps, you have to have something. You have to have something. Either if you're 7 out of 10, you have to have a really, really good profile, or you have to have some kind of clout, or you have to show some kind of wealth, or show some kind of status. You can't just have a regular dating app. Whereas if you're a 10, 9 or a 10, in terms of looks, you could just like take selfies like as a guy. If you have that, those aesthetics, if you have that, like those facial features, But anyway, that's a different topic for a different day. But yeah, always remember, day game is king. Day game is king if you want to get the best bang for your buck. There's no doubt about it. There's no other way, unless you're going to pay for it. That's not ideal, is it? But Kevin Hayden in house says, good to see you still pushing. Can't wait to see this video. Cool, bro. Good to have you here, man. So yeah, without further ado, I'll share the video.
$50人と半年間浮気してて、10人寝た後に携帯見たら、なんかしてる行為中の動画とかがあったりとか。そうですね。本当になんとか幸せになりたい。ちゃんと自分を愛してください。
So, yeah, she's calling into some kind of show and saying that her boyfriend cheated on her with 50 different girls after she found the evidence on his mobile phone, and she starts crying over it. So I mean, the funny, like, if you can't make a girl cry, she doesn't love you. Like, she doesn't give a shit about you. And the thing is, like, they probably like girls will be more likely to fall more in love with you over this kind of drama. Yeah, like, girls are addicted to drama. There's one thing you cannot do with girls, and that is bore them. If there's no drama, if there's no like trouble, if it's all smooth sailing, they will get bored. They will leave. Like, unless you're like, it depends. Like, they're not necessarily going to leave, but it depends on your frame. It depends on a bit more than that. But there's more to it. Anyway.
Right. Hey guys on Ask Japanese. Today I phoned a stranger on a kind of a roulette chat app here in Japan and asked her what her recent worry was, and it became a lot heavier than I thought it would be, and in the end I didn't quite know how to end it on a positive note. I tried to end it on a positive note, but yeah, just check it out. Let's have a look at what happened.
ご飯作りながらっていう人がいるんだけどさ。男性かな、どっちかな。やってみる。
もしもし。
もしもし。
こんにちは。つながりました。ありがとうございます。なんかご飯作りながらって書いてあったので、何を作ってますか？
それは名前変えるの多分忘れてて。昨日多分ご飯作ってたんですよ。
そういうことですね。つながって嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
こちらこ
そ。私はですね、日本人ではなく、ドイツの女性で、 今、
はい。
このアプリを使ってみました。
日本に住んでるんですか？
そうです、そうです。
So apparently she's a German girl. This girl, and she can, yeah. Something really annoys me about foreign girls that try really hard to be Japanese. I actually thought she was Japanese at the start, but she just said she's German. Kind of bothers me. But anyway, yeah, so she's a German girl. She's doing this call-in show. Some Japanese girl is calling in to tell her about her troubles, and yeah, let's just listen.
今、東京から電話してます。
そうなんだ。すごい。初めてだ。外国人の人と喋るの。
そうなんですか。嬉しいです。じゃあなんか、頑張らないと。いいイメージ残さないと。頑張
らないでいいですよ。
So the Japanese girl is saying it's her first time talking to a foreigner. Oh, it's so funny. Like, I hate when I don't know. Well, it's kind of bothers me. Japanese people tend to like do this like fake kind of excitement, fake interest. They'll feign this like excitement, and they'll say this word. It's like sugoi. It means like it means amazing. And anyway, she just did that. But yeah.
今日はですね、なんかいろんな人に悩み相談聞いてみようかなと思ってて、何かの悩みがあれば、私頑張って相談したいなと思って何かありますか？
重い話でもいいんですか？
いいですよ、全然 OK です。
なんか私今恋愛で悩んでて、なんか2年半付き合ってる彼氏がいて、
結構長いですね。
先月彼氏の浮気が発覚してるんですよ。
マジですか
？So she just said she's been dating a guy for 2 years, and last month she found out that he's a cheater. That's what we know so far.
そうなんです。もうなんか50人と半年間浮気してて。
50人
？50人とか。
結構の数の人じゃないですか。50人だから他の女の子50人がいたってことですか？
はい。
何？
やばいんですよ。連絡取った100人以上とかで。
これ
ドン引きですよね。
で、それどうやって分かったんですか？
携帯で一緒になんか登録、なんかのアプリの登録をしてて、彼氏の携帯で。
So yeah, apparently she found out through his mobile phone that he's banged more than 50 girls. I don't know, that would be hard to decipher. I don't know how you would decipher that. It would take a lot. Like, I mean, if someone somehow got a hold of my phone and I looked through my messages, it would be there's just so many messages it would be hard to decipher, because obviously, it would take a long time to like figure out how many girls I banged if you got a hold of my phone and were looking through my messages. It would be really hard, because obviously I didn't meet all of the girls. I didn't bang all of the girls that I was messaging. So like, yeah, and it's just, I don't know how accurate this is, but so yeah, apparently he cheated with 50 girls, but he's been with more than 100 girls. Like, I mean, if he's cheated with 50 girls, he's probably been with more than 100 girls in his life,
そしたらなんだろうな、ラブホテルからのなんかメール、会員メールみたいなのが来てて、なんか私とホテル行ったことなくて一緒に住んでるから、
一緒に住んでる、大変じゃないですか。
そうなんですって、なんか おかしいじゃんと思って。
I hate how Japanese this girl's trying to be. But anyway, yeah, some male came from a love hotel. And that guy's an idiot because I mean, if he's trying to get away with cheating, why would you? The thing about love hotels is there's no strings attached. There's no like, you're not like, you go into a love hotel, you pay the money, and then you don't even deal with people. Like there's some love hotels that you don't even deal with humans. Like you literally just pay in a machine. You know, it's kind of weird, but kind of weird and awesome. But yeah, so she saw the mail coming through from a love hotel. And that's how she became suspicious.
で、なんか彼氏に寝た後に携帯見たら、まあそういろいろ女の子と連絡取ってたりとか、なんかしてる行為中の動画とかがあったりとか。
でもだってもう2年間付き合ってるってことは一緒に住んでるし、だからなんていうか50年と付き合う暇があるんですか？その人は忙しいふりしたりとかしてるんですか？
そう、なんか仕事を遅く終わったふりしたりとか、休みの日にその資格取得のために学校に通ってて、それをこう言ってるふりして言ってなかったりとか。
で今の彼がそれを今知ってるんですか？なんかバレたことを。
バレたこと。知ってる。
知ってると彼の反応は？
反省とかじゃなくて、なんかこんなに全部一人で見つけちゃって怖いし気持ち悪いって言われた。
いや、そっちの方にもないですか
？So he's since she asked him she asked her, does he know that you know that it's been revealed that he's been cheating? And no, she confronted him about it, and then he kind of turned the tables and said that so that's what you have to do as a guy. This guy obviously you have to turn the tables and say, it's weird. Why did you look at my phone? So you turn the tables and you make the girl out to be the bad one, not you. That's pretty funny.
気持ち悪いですよね、すごい。
ちょっとそれないと思います。ないと思います。ってことはでもまだ一緒に住んでるんじゃないですか？
はい、そうなんですよ。でもこう離れたくなくて。
なんでですか？
こう浮気はされたけど、それよりもこう彼氏のことが好きな気持ちが勝っちゃって、こう一緒にいたいし、他の人にも渡したくないし。
今の声聞いてて可愛い声だし、ちゃんと相手の思い持ってることは偉いじゃ偉いんですけど、大体、ほぼ 100% 浮気する人はこれからも浮気することだし、しかも、なんていうか、謝りって気持ちがなく、なんかバレてもしないとかの話じゃ。
Anyway, the Japanese girl is saying that she, even though her boyfriend cheated, they still live together, and she still likes him, or she still loves him. So it's just chicks like bad boys. Chicks like bad boys. If they view you as high value enough, or like they like you enough, or you make them feel a certain way, they're not gonna leave you even if you're cheating. Like they're just not. Sometimes they'll even fall in love with you more because you're causing all this drama in their lives. Like it really depends on it really depends on how high value she views you. Like if you're you're kind of on the border, like you're kind of she likes you, but she thinks she might be a little bit better than you, she'll probably leave you. Like she'll probably like break up with you immediately once she finds out you're cheating. But if you're like above her, like if she's looking up to you, like if she sees you as a few points above her, like hypergamy, if like she's looking up to you, she thinks you're like the best deal she's gonna get, she's not gonna leave you. And like I said, the girls love this drama. Like this drama, this is like spiking of the emotions, like all this like crazy drama, like this, smooth sailing, with these chicks will bore the shit out of them.
じゃなければ逆に相手を責めるんだったら、今お姉さんの気持ちだんだん自分が小さくなるじゃないですか。もしかしてやめればよかった、私のせいかなとかそう思っちゃうじゃないですか。でそれでだんだん自分が小さくなり、本当に自分のやりたいことでなんていうか彼と一緒にそれで幸せになれるかどうかがこっちがちょっと心配なんですね。
そうですね。2回目なんですよ、発覚が。
いや。
元付き合ってた人とか、いろんな付き合ってた人たちの時も浮気してて、なんかそれを知ってて付き合ったから。
She's saying that other guys that she's been with have also cheated. The thing is, Japanese girls cheat too. Like Japanese girls cheat too, but I mean, it's just like humans are not monogamous. Like humans, especially men. Like I mean, it's just not in our nature. I don't give a shit. No guy on planet Earth with a high testosterone is going to be satisfied with one pussy for life. Like being monogamous, being with one woman for your life, like you're gonna be so bored of that pussy after a couple of years that it's just like, although you may be able to get physically aroused, your mental arousal will be so like dead, like just because you've done it so many times with the same person, and it's just like not exciting anymore. So the only thing that you can do to resolve that is bang a new chick. But anyway.
こう浮気いつかするなって思ってるし、今もまたいつかやるなって思ってるけど、なんかもうそれを置いといてでも依存しちゃって好きすぎて、なんだろう、逆に向こうからこう浮気しすぎて、遊ぶのが楽しくなっちゃって好きな気持ちが少し減ってしまったから別れたいって最初に1ヶ月前に言われてて、なんかだけどなんかこう私が黙ってたらどうしたいのって聞かれて、なんか大切だから別れたくはないよって言ったら、なんかまあそうだよねってなって、なんか初めてそこでこう浮気されて悲しかったとか傷ついたっていう気持ちを泣きながらこう私が話して、そんでこう浮気発覚1ヶ月後にやっとなんか本当に傷つけてごめんねって、本当に悪いことなんだって今初めて思ったみたいな言われて。
いやでもそこの中に質問していいですか？
はい。
一応彼に
She was just talking about how the back and forth she had with her boyfriend about just talking about how bad it was that he was cheating, and then he said sorry or something like that.
この人に寂しい思いさせたいとかそういう気持ちがありますか？なんていうか彼を悲しむことをやりたいわけとかじゃないでしょ？
全然そんなことない。
でも彼があなたに対して今寂しい気持ちさせるんじゃないですか。だから本当に好きな人は笑ってでいたいし守りたいし、好きな人は抑えたいしとかそういう気持ちが普通じゃないですかね。
そうですよね。
だからお姉さんにはなんかお姉さんをちゃんと大事にしてほしい。なんていうか私も会ったことがないんですけど、話だけを聞くとなんかお姉さんをちゃんと誰かを大事にしてる人を ね、で、言ってほしいな、その彼氏はそうしてくれないのは悔しいな。悔しいです、こっちは。
Muted. So yeah, this German chick has been telling her that she needs to find a guy that sees her as more important, that treats her better. Obviously she's gonna say this, but yeah, she's probably not gonna be interested in those kinds of guys, is she? She'll probably get bored with those kind of guys, the guys that are too nice to her. This chick obviously likes the bad boys. That's just the way it is. The nice guys, the guys that won't cheat on her, they don't do it for her. They don't get her wet. That's just the way it is, man.
本当にそうだと思う。なんかこう、浮気されたこと以外は、すごい大切にしてくれてたから、なんかそういうの思い返すと、この人がいいなって思っちゃうんですよね。
逆にその彼氏のいいところは、あの時に優しくしてくれたってことですよね。
So the girl said, apart from cheating, the guy is very, very kind to her or very good to her. So like, it's the thing is, like, I don't even like calling it cheating, because this is like, as a guy, if you're like, just like, I'm never not gonna. I don't envision, as long as I remain healthy and like have a high testosterone, I don't envision a situation where I'm not going to bang various women. I don't envision myself being in a situation where I would choose to be just with one woman, and abstain from sex with other women. Like I said, as long as I'm healthy, I have high testosterone, I'm like, it's not going to happen. I'm going to bang other women. It's going to happen. It's a joyful thing about life. It's one of the pleasures of life. I'm not going to give it up like for one chick. But like, guys show loyalty in other ways. Like, she even said it. He's good to her, in other than cheating. He does good things to her, for her. Is I just fuck it, she should just not question it. She didn't know about it until recently, so she just needs, these chicks just need to turn a blind eye to it.
ね。
なんかそうですね。こう私の意見を尊重してくれたりとか、否定してこないとことか、なんかもう優しさの塊みたいな。
その優しさの塊けど、その優しさの塊を誰か他の女性にもしてあげてるのは悔しくないですか？
悔しかった。でもなんか、こうなんだろうな、付き合ってほしいとか、なんか浮気相手の人に言われてて、なんかそれはなんか、ごめん、彼女が大切だからそれは無理みたいなって一応言ってたのを見ちゃって、なんかそういうの見たら、
いや、こっちもなんか夢中になってるんですけど、
I think she said she found messages where some girls were asking the guy to, be, would he be her boyfriend or whatever? They wanted to get in a relationship, and he said no, he has a girlfriend. So, I mean, that's how guys show loyalty. Like, they have their top bitch, which is their girlfriend, and then they have their their side chicks, right? So this guy is obviously a top 10%er in Japan, a Japanese Chad, as they would say. And the funny thing is, a Japanese Chad does not look like a Western Chad. Like, I got to be honest. Like, generally, a guy that is a kind of a player in Japan, like a playboy in Japan, generally like would look like kind of a pussy. Like, to be honest, Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can. It's just different over here. It's just a different. It's a different thing. Um, yeah, I mean, let me just show like, let me just show something. Share screen. I just typed in Japanese male idol because it's the closest thing. So like, these are not. If you saw these guys in the West, you would not say they're Chads. Okay, you would not. They're not like. They're really not Chads. But yeah, these kind of guys, like these guys, clean the fuck up with chicks. Like, you know what I mean? It's just yeah. So these kind of guys, they look like serious pussies, but trust me, and they may be pussies, but they get a lot of pussy. Like in Japan, in Japan, um, that's just the way it is here. Yeah, so it's just funny when people say like, oh, you're a white guy in Japan, you've like, oh, it's so easy for you. It's like, it's just objectively, it's just false. It's a myth. It's not true. I don't look like these guys. I don't really want to look. I don't want to look this pussified. It's just not a look that I want. Um, yeah, so there's really no advantage to being like a foreign guy in Japan. The only advantage you may have is with a tiny select group of girls that like foreign guys, that kind of fetishize foreign guys. But they are very much a minority of Japanese girls. But anyway, that's a side note. I've often stated that point. Um, but yeah, so stop sharing. Share back the video.
自分が彼に浮気したことがあるんですか？
ないです。私は誰と付き合っても浮気したことない。
で、なんか彼が50
And she just said she's never cheated. Desire cheat. Internet connection. Yeah, I mean, if a girl likes the guy enough, she's not really gonna want to cheat. That's the thing. She obviously like sees this guy as like, she's obviously looking up to this guy, and she's not gonna leave him because she's like, you know, he's spiking her emotions. He's like, he's a Chad. He's banging all these girls. She probably likes him even more. She probably likes him. She's probably even more impressed because he's wow. He's like definitely a catch because he's getting all these women. He must be something special about him. She probably likes him even more. That's the crazy thing about it. That's the crazy thing about it. All guys should cheat. They should all cheat. That's what I'm saying.
人と寝たってことはちょっと衛生的に大丈夫ですか？なんかそれもちょっと心配じゃないですか？50人でちゃんと安全でいられたのかどうか。
は検査に行かせたから多分大丈夫。
でもこれからもやるつもりなんですよね、彼が。
これからはなんかもうなんか本当に悪いと思ってやめたのかはわからないけど、もう浮気してもバレるしこんなことになるからもうさすがにしないみたいな。口ではそうやってなんかもう。
Anyway, she just said the German chick is saying, "Oh, you should be careful because he could have a disease. You know, he could have some STD or something." And then the Japanese girl said, "Oh, it's okay because he got tested." Oh man, hilarious.
絶対しないからって初めて言われたこの間。
あの時から急に帰りが早くなったりとか、もう遅くまで働くとかはなくなったんですか？
そうですね。こうなんだろう、写真を送ってくれたりとか、位置情報をつけるよって言ってくれたりとか。
でもそれ何ヶ月前とか何週間前にバレたんですか
？4月の13日に私にバレましたね。
じゃあ最近ですね。すごい最近じゃないですか。
そうなんです。
今頑張ってても結局例えばどこかに2人が
So the guy said that he wouldn't cheat anymore. Of course, he said he's gonna do. Of course, he said he's not gonna cheat. I mean, I can tell by the girl's voice that she's probably hot. She's probably hottie. You know, she sounds very feminine. She's probably sexy as fuck. So that's probably maybe why the guy stays with her. But yeah.
うまくいかないときに、また右と左、他の女の子を見ることがなっちゃうと思うんですけど、思わないんですか？
思うし、それでもこう浮気されたとしても彼氏とこう結婚したいと思っちゃってて。
So the girl said she wants to marry the guy. I swear to God, if you don't cheat as a guy, girls lose respect for you. They think you're a pussy. Like, I actually think the opposite. I think if a girl, if you're in a relationship with a girl and she finds out that like you can't cheat or that you're not popular with women or like no other girls are interested in you, like she'll want to leave you. She will want to leave you. She will not. She'll be like, oh, this guy's a fucking loser. No other girls are into him. Like, why the fuck am I with him? That's basically what they're subconsciously what they're thinking or consciously. Like if you're cheating and if you're in a relationship with a girl and she finds out that you're banging other hot girls, they'll almost be impressed by it. They'll be sad about it. It'll spike their emotions. It'll create all this drama. But they'll be like, "Oh my god, he's like, oh my god, he's a stud. Like, oh my god, he's a savage. Like, he's popular with all these hot girls. I have to hold on to him. I have to keep him. There must be something special about him. That's like that is seriously. That's it. Like you're like they want to see you as a fucking stud, not some fucking dork that can't get laid, like some nerd that doesn't cheat. Like, why the fuck would like they're basically like castrating you." I met this guy I think last weekend. He was like 6'4". He's from a British guy. 6'4", absolute fucking Chad, like jacked as fuck, like in the prime of his life, probably around 37 years old. Like had all these tattoos. He was total fucking Chad, like jacked as fuck, chiseled jaw. Just crazy. I was like, damn, this guy must fucking clean up like with pussy. But so I say, yo, what's up, man? Like, how long you been in Japan? And he was like, oh, I've just been here 6 months. I was like, yo, do you like the Japanese ladies? And he was like, no, I'm married, man. I was like, damn, man, you married? You didn't you married to a Japanese chick? And he was like, no, I brought my wife, British wife. And he said he never cheats. I was like, you're not tempted at all. And he was like, no, I've been there and done that. I'm happy with my wife. And I was like, damn. I mean, honestly, he said his wife was hot as fuck. And I didn't even ask to see, but he showed me a photo. And I was, she was all right, I guess, but I mean, she was like not that hot. I mean, she was in her 30s, so she wasn't that hot. But yeah, I could. The guy was like a blue pill Chad, like blue pill. I could tell. He was kind of brainwashed. I mean, I could tell he honestly, like it wouldn't have taken much to like, get to turn him, but I didn't even bother. But I'm not trying to get guys to cheat on their wives, but I was just curious, like what, like I was just chatting to him. Actually, he started talking to me, but so it's just like, there's blue pill chads, they've been fed the blue pill narrative. But the reason I brought it up is because like the ironic thing about it is like if his wife, like it's all about perception as well. Like if his wife would almost like his wife like at some kind of subconscious level would be disappointed that he's hasn't been cheating You know what I mean? It's just like female nature. It's like shit. Like, what? How come like you're not cheating? Like, how come like are you not popular with other women? Like, how come I'm with you? Kind of shit. Females, it's a twisted logic, but it also makes sense. It also makes sense at a biological at a base level. It does make sense. Like if you think about it, it does make sense. Like if you're a top like you top tier guy, you like your woman should almost expect you to be cheating, like because like you're like so like other women are going to be attracted to you, and and if you're not cheating, then it's like damn, like what's wrong with him? Like is he not is he not a great catch? What's wrong with him? Anyway,
今なんか日本のことわざでなんか仏の三道みたいなのあるじゃないですか。そういうなしなんですか？
ないですね。
うんうん。
なんか一度好きになった人を自分からって一応言ってるの見たらと付き合って
安全で
めたそうやそうですね。
結局立っちゃうと思うんです。今なんか日本のことわざでなんか仏の三道みたいなのあるじゃないですか。そういうなしなんですか？
ないですね。なんか一度好きになった人を自分から好きじゃなくなることがないから、何をされても。だから好きな気持ちがある限りは、私も心が弱いから自分から離れるっていう選択ができないから。
so she said she has a weak heart. No, she doesn't have a weak heart, right? Women don't have weak hearts, okay? This bullshit, right? They have weak hearts for chads, okay? Guys that they view like that are better than themselves, let me just go full screen for this. Like, this is an important point. Women do not have weak hearts. Women have savage hearts. Women are savage. Women don't give a fuck. If they don't see you as shit, they will ghost you. They will flake on you. They will stand you up. This shit. No. Well, she says she's a weak heart. They don't have weak hearts. They have weak hearts for guys that they see as being like a good catch, a guy that's better than them. Really, like in general, like guys don't stand girls up. Guys don't flake on girls. Guys don't like really ghost girls. Like, I mean, I'm not saying no guy does that, but generally the only guys that do that are chads, right? And even chads don't really want to do that. It's not really in their interest, because guys don't really play games like that. Like, they don't really do that because guys want to get laid, right? So like the point, like, men are men, we want to get laid. We don't really want to play these games. That's why guys, like, if a chad stands a girl up or flakes on a girl or does it's not on purpose. It's more like, oh, he genuinely forgot about it, or he genuinely just is so busy with just life and other chicks that he flaked or he forgot or whatever. But but chicks will spitefully and consciously stand up and flake on guys. And so this bullshit about, oh, I have a weak heart, I'm so kind and compassionate. No, it's garbage. It's women are savage. Don't get it twisted. But for real though.
幸せって何ですか？
自分が好きな人と一緒にいることかな。
その人は他の人とイチャイチャしてもいいんですか、それで？
なんか別れることになるぐらいならそっちの方がまだいいかなみたいな。
じゃあ別れる痛みと何回も何回も浮気される痛みと選ばないってことですか？
別れる痛みの方が大きいって感じかな。
じゃあそれは人はそれぞれだと思うので、 しても違うことだと思うと、これから彼氏がもっと頑張って、もっとお姉さんちゃんとサポートしても浮気しないのを願います。
そうですね。
本当に。
なんとか幸せになりたい。
もうちゃんとピシッと言ってください。これからピシッとこれはないよ。とおごってあげてください。
ありがとうございます。
実はですね、なんか私
She just told her to slap her boyfriend if he does it again. Yeah, so much so much for equality. Imagine you flip the tables on that. Yeah, there'd be such outrage. But Japan's a different kind of, but still, you know, I mean, obviously, I mean, I guess she's kind of joking, but still, I mean, you know, they even if a guy said it jokingly, these fucking nerds would freak out about it. This chick is so weird though. She's trying so hard. I wonder. Something just it bugs me about foreign girls that are really really good at speaking Japanese and that just the mannerisms. And maybe she's been in Japan a long time. I don't know. Maybe she's just a nerd that loves Japan. And yeah, it's whatever. I don't know why it bothers me, but it just does.
私は海外見ての YouTube もやってるんですが、もしよければ今日の悩み相談の話を動画にしても大丈夫ですかね？
あ、いいですよ。
いいですか？
はい、わかりました。
本当に自分もちゃんと大事にして、自分もちゃんと愛してあげてください。自分もちゃんと愛してあげてください。
そうですね、本当に。
本当ですよ。
ちゃんとしない。
ちゃんと自分を愛してください。お願いします。
ありがとうございます。はい。ありがとうございます。あ、失礼します。ありがとうございます。
バイバイです。Right. That was a lot heavier than I thought it would be. I know, and we've heard it before. We've done it in our videos that Japanese boys cheat a lot. But at the same time, I want her to be happy, even though she's a total stranger. So I hope her story will either way or the other get a happy end. Now, we've talked more about cheating in Japan and how much boys in Japan cheat. We have done a couple of videos on that and interviewed girls here in Japan. We show that out. Be sure to check that video out. It is on our channel, and we're gonna do more content here on Japan. This is I was trying not to be touched, but I was like, that poor girl. But yes, I'll see you for more videos here in Ash Japanese. Don't forget to subscribe, to like.
So even her emotions were getting spiked. Do you understand this? Like, do you understand the power of spiking these girls' emotions? Like, even she was getting excited and you know, like, oh my god, like she's probably fantasizing about this guy, like, oh my god, he must be such a special guy. Like she was so impressed that he's like he fucked, like he cheated with 50 other girls. She, oh my god, he must be a Chad. Oh my, I want a bit of that. You know, it's just it's amazing, guys. Like, it's seriously, if you can't cheat, girls, if you're a guy that cannot cheat, like, girls will like think you're like garbage, like you're garbage. And at the end, the Japanese girl was saying that she loves her boyfriend, she wants to marry him, you know. It's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. Like, girls want nothing to do with guys that won't cheat on them. Like, those kind of guys are boring. Like, they'll say it. Oh, they want a guy they just want a guy that loves them and treats them respectfully and doesn't cheat and, you know, does everything. No, if you're a guy like that, it's over. Like, forget about it. Just pack up your stuff and leave. It's over. It's a wrap. Nah, but seriously, like, it's just amazing, man. It's amazing. Like, you really need to understand, like, you know, first of all, cheating, I don't even like calling it cheating, but just banging hoes is fun. It's one of the few pleasures in life, you know. Why would you give it up? Why would you ever give that up for a chick? And then even if you do give it up, you're gonna, you know, it's just gonna, you know, it's just gonna, it's just not. You're just not going to be fulfilled. I think if you're just with one woman, like if you, I think if you're able to, you can remain in a relationship with a woman if you bang other chicks. That's how I see it. That's the only way I could remain in a relationship. If like, there's no way I could remain monogamous in a relationship if I stayed with one woman. Like, if I would only fucked her, it would get so fucking boring. I would be so bored with that sex after, even after 6 months, just because I like, it would get. I'd be like, oh my god, all right, okay, here we go, another. It would just be like sport at the end. Like after 6 months, it would just be like sport. There's no taboo about it. You've done all the dirtiest things. It's just like sport. I mean, sometimes even in a one night stand, like it's like, yeah, I have a pretty damn high sex drive. So like I can like, I'm not gonna lie, I can knock out. I'd say I could still knock out if the girl's hot and like there's a good chemistry. Like I can, like last weekend I hooked up with a girl and I banged her like 7 times, 7 times in a night. All right, so 7 times, but I mean, like near the last the last few rounds, it's kind of like sport. It's kind of like sport. It's not about the, yeah, it's almost, it's hard to describe, but yeah, it's like sport. It's not as arousing. Yeah, obviously you're physically aroused by it, but you have to be, or how else are you gonna have sex? But yeah, you're physically aroused, but you're not as mentally, like the first time, like when get back to the apartment, you start, you have sex, it's like you're insanely like mentally and physically aroused, right? But by the seventh round, it's like, if you're a top tier Chad, you can get physically aroused, but you'll be less mentally aroused by it, you know. But imagine like that's just kind of like a short time span. Imagine over like years with the same woman. It's just like the mental arousal would just be like evaporated. It'd just be gone. Just like zilch. Like you just, it's just like you're too familiar with it. Too familiar with it. A girl, you'll be too familiar with her body, like too familiar with her, everything about her. And it's just, there's nothing taboo about it. There's nothing, it's just like there's no excitement about it. The only way to get more excitement is through, you know, through more females, other new females, new pheromones, new scent, new smell, new body, new everything. And it's natural. It's natural. It's natural as a man to want to spread the seed. It's an entirely natural phenomenon for men to want to bang as many women as possible. There's nothing strange about it. It's perfectly normal. Like, and in fact, in a way, it is a measure of success. It is like, it is at a base human level. At a base human level, natural level. It is like, if you, the more women you can sleep with is like, it represents how successful you are, really. um at a base human level. Obviously we live in different times now. There's it doesn't, just because you can bang a lot of women doesn't necessarily mean that you're successful in life, but it does mean you're successful to some degree. Because if you're a mess, if you're unhygienic, if you're a dirtbag, well, you could be a dirtbag, but you get my point. If you're not well put together, you're not gonna be able to do that. You're not gonna be, if you're out of shape, if you're like, you dress like shit, you stink. You're not gonna be able to sleep. You're not gonna be able to live that player lifestyle. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna go and do a workout. But there's a lot of lessons to be learned about these. From that video. It's just, you could hear the emotion, in their voices, despite the excitement, the surprise, like the amazement from even the host that, he cheated with 50 girls. It's impressive. It's like, wow, good job. Must be you know Japanese version of a Chad. But just something to keep in mind when you're being that faithful goody two shoes boyfriend. Get the fuck out of here with that. None of these chicks want that. They say they do, but they really don't. They'll be unimpressed by it. They'll be uninspired by it. They'll be bored by it. And you don't even need, like, honestly, it's better if they don't find out you cheat, but there'll be just something about your demeanor that you'll be more of a Chad in a relationship if you cheat and bang other chicks. And you're cocked. Like, if you don't, I honestly think if you don't cheat with other chicks while you're in a relationship, I will go as far as to say that you're kind of cucked. Your girlfriend's kind of cucking you. Like, she's putting your cock and balls in a little those S&M, like, she's locking up your dick. Like, because like I said, at a base level, whether a man admits it or not, like, every man, like, wants to, like, hook up with hot girls. And some guys are, like the British Chad I met, like, last weekend. He said, "Oh, I'm happy with my wife. I don't want to cheat." Or, it's like, even though he was telling me that, I didn't believe him. I just did not believe him. It just couldn't. It didn't sound genuine. It sounded disingenuous. Like, what do you mean? You just want, just one woman for the rest of your life? Like, I'm not saying, like, date other women, but, like, at least you're gonna want to bang other women. It's like saying you just want to have, like, the same meal for the rest of your life. Like, the same meal, and no matter how much you love that meal, it's going to get boring, right? It's going to get boring. Oh, you can just have chicken curry for the rest of your life. That's it. You can never have any other kind of food for the rest of your life. You will be so fucking sick of that food after a while. After you would crave other kinds of foods. It's that simple. It's not a complicated thing. It's natural. It's obvious. And it's, like I said, it's kind of a measure of success at a base human level if you can bang a lot of women. But each to their own. I'm just saying, my opinion about it. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you're on the replay, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in the description. If you want some links on mindset, there's some mindset tutorials that you can download for free on DAYGAME. If you want to send a donation, there's also a link in the description. Support the channel, help the channel grow, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, until next week, peace out. Bye bye.